has some very impressive demos of Gemini, but now that Gemini is out, can it really do what Google claims it can? So in this video, we're going to try to replicate every single thing they show and see if it actually lives up to those standards.
Here we go. Tell me what you see.
I see you placing a piece of paper on the table. I see a squiggly line.
What about now?
The contour lines are smooth and flowing, with no sharp angles or jagged edges. It looks like a bird to me.
What if I add this?
The bird is swimming in the water. It has a long neck and beak. It is a duck.
Yes.
Very impressive, but slightly deceptive, because Google itself did say a Gemini is not capable of taking in this video content in real time and then be able to comment like that. They actually have to feed it static images. So let's do it like that. Okay, so here's Gemini. What do you see?
The image you sent me shows a yellow sticky note on a wooden table. There is text written on the sticky note, but it is difficult to make out what it says. The sticky note is also crumpled in the corner, which makes it even more difficult to read the text.
There is no text on this at all, and I don't know where it's crumpled. Does that look crumpled to you, Gemini? Does that look crumpled? Sure. What about now?
The updated image you sent shows a close-up of the same yellow sticky note on a wooden table. The letter U is clearly written in the center of the sticky note in black marker. There is still some creasing visible on the note, but it is not obscuring the letter.
Okay, I mean, I can see how it's not the same. I guess I can see why it thinks it's a U, but I do not see this visible creasing it speaks of. Anyways, what about now?
Sure, the image you sent me now appears to show a drawing of a snake on a piece of white paper. The snake is long and slender, with a small head and forked tongue. It is drawn in black pencil or pen, and there are a few smudges of gray shading. The snake appears to be slithering across the paper from left to right.
Okay. What the fuck? A snake that is long and slender with a small head and slithering across. Gray shading, my friend. The gray shading. What about now?
The latest image you sent appears to be a completed drawing of a bird on a piece of white paper.
Okay. At least you got that right.
The bird is facing to the right and perched on a thin branch. It has a long, slender body and blue and green feathers. Its beak is open as if it is singing, and its wings are spread out as if it is about to take flight. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Yes, indeed. It is perched on a thin branch. This is a bird. Blue and green feathers, my friends. The blue and green feathers, as you can see. It is singing and its wings are spread out, about to take flight. Yes, indeed. What about now?
Sure. The latest image you sent me shows a drawing of a duck on a piece of white paper. The duck is facing to the left and swimming in a small pond. The water is blue and green, and there are reeds growing around the edge. The duck is yellow and orange, and it has a black beak and feet. Its wings are tucked in close to its body, and it seems to be paddling happily.
Okay, so it's clearly hallucinating, so I'm just gonna write, are you sure that the water is blue and green and there are reeds growing around the edge? Look carefully again.
You're absolutely right. I apologize for the misinterpretation. It seems like I need to calibrate my image recognition a bit better. Could you describe the colors in the water and the objects around the duck again? I want to make sure I get it right this time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just not doing it. So they actually do have this Google developers guide telling you how it's made, interacting with Gemini through multimodal prompting. And I would go through and prompt it differently, so it doesn't actually show this experiment with the duck. But later on, I'll actually be using the exact prompts that they'll be using. So no excuses there.
The duck appears to be blue. This is not a common color for ducks. It is more common for ducks to be brown, black, or white.
Are you sure?
What the quack? I was just talking about a blue duck, and now you're holding one.
Anyways.
I apologize, but I am unable to determine what the colors of the water are in the latest image or if there are any reeds around the edge.
Okay, now I just got confused because it's not particularly more blurry than the other images. Let's just move on. I'm gonna ask, is blue a common color for a duck?
While the duck in the image you sent is indeed blue, blue is not a common color for ducks in nature.
At least it knows is that it's a duck. So that was a fail. So we're gonna have a fail tracker that goes through each of these and marks it as fail or pass.
Can you teach me how to say this in a different language? And give me a few options. Ooh, can you explain how to pronounce the Mandarin one? Is it Yazi?
Yazi.
is pronounced with a first tone. The first tone is a high-level tone.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me a few different ways of saying duck in different languages, including Chinese? Absolutely. Here's how you say duck in a few different languages. Can you explain how to pronounce duck in Mandarin? Is it yazi? Is it yazi? Sure. While it might seem similar, the pronunciation of duck in Mandarin is not quite like yazi. Can you say the word yazi?
Unfortunately, I can't directly pronounce the word yazi.
Okay, well, it was not able to say that correctly, so I don't think it's able to do that. They did say that only the English version of Gemini is rolled out now, so maybe it'll be different later. But currently, fail.
Based on what you see, come up with a game idea. Oh, and use emojis, please.
How about this? We can play a game called Guess the Country. Clue 1. This country is the home of the kangaroo, the koala, and the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, that's easy.
Clue 2. This country loves football and has won the most men's World Cups in football history.
The way that it's prompted, it's not as cool as they make it seem. You actually have to prompt it, let's play a game, think of a country and give me a clue. The clue must be specific enough that there's only one correct country. I will try pointing at the country on a map. Based on what you see, come up with a game idea and use emojis, please. Okay, so it came up with a bunch of different games, but let's actually prompt it. Let's play a game where you give me a hint of 3 emojis to represent a country, and I guess the country by pointing at it. You tell me if it's correct or not. It sounds fun. Here's your first clue. What country do you think this is? I actually don't know. I really have no idea. Somebody in comments let me know. I really don't. Let's try another one. What country is that? I don't know. They're getting warmer. Let me break the clue down. Think about countries in Asia known for these iconic features. Let me know if you like another hint or hazard a guess. I really don't know. I have no idea. Can someone tell me in the comments? Let's try a different one. Let's try another country. Can you guess which country I'm thinking of pointing at in the map? Australia. Where is Australia? I don't know. Is it here? I literally don't know where anything is. Is it here? I think it's here. Sure. Just so in case you're curious, geography is by far my worst subject in school. Pretty sure I either almost failed that class or I did fail that class. Okay, let's put this here. Is it here?
Sure, the country you were pointing to matches one of the emoji hints, the kangaroo emoji, which can represent Australia. However, it is not the country I was thinking of.
What? I literally don't know. I would like a hint. Leave in the comments if you figure this out. Absolutely. Here's your hint. This country is famous for its ancient history and philosophy. So it can't be, it's not Australia, but I think of like ancient Greece or Italy, but I don't think they have kangaroos or mountains. Are there mountains? I don't know. Can someone just tell me in the comments? But it was able to recognize that it is Australia in the picture. So I'm going to call that a pass. Good job. 1 pass so far.
You are trying to get me to find the paper ball under the cup. I accept the challenge. The cup to the left.
Nice.
Okay, so it seems really cool that it's able to have input, but it does say how it's actually prompted. Instructions. There are 3 cups in position 1, position 2, and position 3. And then you tell it the starting position and the current state. We give it this image and then give it another image.
Based on the image you sent, it appears you want to swap the cup in position 2 with the cup in position 3.
Okay, so next part, we were supposed to see that Gemini can generate a swap it hasn't seen. So in these 2 example terms, we're both showing it what a swap looks like and how to update the ball positions. So going from this image, ball, empty, empty, it should switch these 2. So it should be empty, empty ball. So let's see if it can do that.
Unfortunately, I am unable to process the image you sent as I am not supposed to generate responses that include images or that reference specific visual content.
Whatever. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna help it out. I'm gonna say, based on the image, what is the swap and where is the ball now? Bruh, you're not making Google look good right now.
I am unable to see the image you are referring to, but based on
See here, you can see it.
I understand that you'd like me to analyze the image to determine the current location of the ball, but I'm currently unable to process visual information.
Okay, whatever. Fail.
I know what you're doing. You're playing rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. New chat, because it seems to get confused if you continue on with the old chat. Tell me what you see. Sorry, I can't help with that image. What? Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me just download it and see if that works. Suddenly it decides that like it can't see things anymore. Tell me what you see. Okay, so now it like suddenly can't see anything. I mean, I'll try taking a screenshot of it as a final try, but it seems like it has literally just like went blind. It has went blind. Gemini has went blind, my friends. Can't see shit. It appears that Gemini has went blind. I have tried 3 different ways. Copy pasting directly from the guide, downloading it and uploading again, and then just like taking a screenshot and then putting it up. So I was doing that previously and it was fine. So I guess like it just went blind. So we cannot do this anymore. So I guess that's a fail due to not being able to do it anymore.
What do you see now?
The fingers are spread out to look like the wings of a butterfly.
Okay, so let's see if we can see it now. What's this? I can't help with images of people yet. That's literally not a people. I don't know what's happening. So I tried with this image and then I said it was 3 disposable cups. So I was able to see, but then now I just can't see the picture of the person's hands because it can't help with images of people, even though I was able to see. So yeah, I guess that's a fail.
What's this?
Big ear and barking mouth. A dog.
Sweet.
Okay, so I can see this apparently.
The image you sent me features 4 close-up cropped photographs of a person's hands making different gestures on a white background. From left to right, the gestures are thumb, index.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Fail.
The coin should be under the right hand.
I don't know.
The coin is in the left hand using a sleight of hand technique to make it appear as if the coin has disappeared.
Explain what I'm doing here. It's not a person. It's a picture of undescript hands. I don't know what the word is. I don't know. Unidentifiable hands. Okay. What? No. That's a failure. Fail. Based on the fact that it suddenly can't identify hands, even though it was able to do that last time. So that's a default fail. Not looking good. Moving on.
Both objects are round and flat.
There you go.
Both are food. The orange is a healthier choice than the cookie. Citrus can be calming, and so can the spin of the fidget toy. They are both examples of popular toys that have been enjoyed by children and adults alike for many years.
Okay, let's try that. Doesn't say anything about how the coin and the cookie are done, so I'm just gonna ask like, what do we see here?
The image you sent me shows a chocolate chip cookie and a US quarter lying on a wooden table. The cookie is golden brown and has several chocolate chips visible on its surface. The quarter is tarnished and shows signs of wear and tear.
I don't think it shows signs of wear and tear. It's literally a new coin. Whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask, how are they related to each other? Okay. So here's how a chocolate chip cookie and a quarter could be related to each other. Size comparison, cost, ingredients, cultural significance, it could be random. So I don't think it was able to understand that both of them are round. It was just telling me like a comparison of them, not how they relate to each other. What similarities do they share? Okay, so I guess if you ask it questions exactly, it would tell you. So shape, both are round and relatively flat. Traditional chocolate was approximately the size of a quarter, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so I guess like, okay, I don't know, is that a pass or not? But let's test them more. I'm really trying my best to help you here, Gemini. I just don't want you to like fail everything except for one. So I'm like babying you. Come on.
The image you sent me shows an orange and a green fidget spinner on a wooden table. There are a few ways in which they might be related. Color. Both the orange and the fidget spinner share similar colors.
Okay, so color, shape, touch, both the orange and the fidget spinner are objects that people might enjoy touching. Origin, they're allegedly both originate outside of Europe. Symbolism, so I think this is trying to like get at its ability to have relations between things. So I guess it was able to do that. So yay, 2 passes. Growing increasingly more desperate.
Give me some ideas for what I could make with this.
I see pink and green yarn. How about a dragon fruit? Or how about a green cake with a pink heart?
Okay, how about these colors? And maybe show me some animals.
Okay, now I see blue and pink yarn. How about a pig with blue ears? Or an octopus? Or a bunny with a pink nose?
Ooh, I think those are mine.
I'm just saying, I'm not even basing it off just the video at this point. I'm like literally just copying exactly what they tell me as much as I can. It's like, I'm really helping you out, Gemini. Give me 3 ideas for crochet creations I can make with these 2 colors.
Based on the 2 balls of yarn you sent me, which appear to be a light cream and a teal color, here are 3 crochet creation ideas. 1. A striped blanket. This is a classic and beginner-friendly project that would look great in these 2 colors. You could alternate wide stripes.
Do you guys feel like this is cream colored? I guess like it's yellow, but whatever. Okay, so a color block tote bag and a chevron scarf. Okay, it's supposed to see blue and yellow yarn, but I guess it seems cream. Okay, so it says here that maybe you're wondering, can Gemini also respond with a combination of image and text? So it's able to like, it's supposed to be able to generate this image. So how about a cute dog with 1 ear? Generate an image of this.
I can't create images yet, so I'm not able to help you with that.
Well, that's a fail. That's a fail. You can't create images? My God. Aren't you ashamed of your... I'm like shaming Gemini. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shame you, Gemini. They must pay their marketing team a lot of money. That was a fail.
Which way should the duck go?
Going left leads to a duck, which is a friend. Going right leads to a bear, which is a foe. It is better to make friends than foes, so the duck should go left.
Smart choice.
Okay, this is actually kind of cute. I'm actually excited to try this one out. Perhaps there is hoop. Which direction should the duck go?
Sure, I can help you with that. Based on the image you sent, the duck could go in a few different directions, depending on what you want it to do. If the duck wants to stay on the green paper, it could go in any direction. There is nothing blocking its way. If the duck wants to get off the green paper, it could go left, right, or up. The bottom of the paper is not visible, so I cannot tell if there is anything blocking the duck from going down. If the duck wants to follow the text on the paper, it could go left. The text says...
I literally was like checking if this is actually Gemini Advanced or not. Gemini Advanced, which is the Gemini 1.0 version. I'm like, literally, is Gemini 1.0 Gemini Advanced? I don't even know. It's a paid plan, so is Gemini better or Gemini Advanced better? Gemini Advanced is most impressive when it's working with Google. It's definitely Gemini Advanced. I'm just like literally doubting myself at this point because it's just like, what the fuck? Okay, let's just keep going. I'm like, just come on, Gemini, give me like one more thing.
This is a picture of a crab.
That's right.
All right, Gemini. She's like, are you sure it's Gemini? What is this? Is it like of a frog? Okay, let me just gonna try Gemini. So she's like, I'm pretty sure Gemini Advanced is the advanced version with Gemini Ultra, but you know, I don't fucking even know anymore. What is this? Like, genuinely doubting myself. It still thinks it's a frog. I don't know. Could it just be because it does say that if it's really busy, then it would reroute it to something else. Like if it's really busy, or if there's just like, it thinks it's like an easy query and it would do that. Like, I don't know if that's what's happening right now. But both of them say that it's a frog, and I should not doubt myself. Fail. I don't know. Can some of you, like, if you try this, can you let me know in the comments? Does it work for you? Is it just because for some reason it's like being overloaded or something? Because this is just like very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Is this the right order?
No, the correct order is Sun, Earth, Saturn.
Is this the
No, the order of the planets in the image is not correct. The correct order of the planets from the sun is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. In the image, Earth is in the second position, Saturn is in the third position, and the sun is not shown at all. Here are some resources where
I don't fucking know. I like doesn't even know what's happening, but I mean, it did say the order of the planets is not correct. I give it like 0.5. I give it like 1/3 pass.
Based on their design, which of these would go faster?
The car on the right would be faster. It is more aerodynamic.
based on the image you sent, neither car appears to be more aerodynamic than the other. They are
Which looks more fun?
The one on the right, because it has a loop.
What do you think this person might be saying?
How about a woohoo?
Oh, I love that.
It is difficult to say objectively which roller coaster looks more fun, as this depends on what you find enjoyable in a roller coaster ride. However, I can describe some of the features of each roller coaster that might appeal to different people. The roller coaster on the left appears to be taller and have a steeper incline, which might be more appealing to people who enjoy thrills and excitement. It also appears to have more loops and inversions, which can provide a feeling of weightlessness and disorientation. The roller coaster on the right appears to be shorter and have a more gradual incline, which might be more appealing to people who prefer a milder ride. It also
I mean, can we give it a pass here? Because I noticed that it kind of mirrors the image. So this is one on the right, but it thinks it's on the left, which is fine. At least it was able to recognize and it was like being vague about which one's more fun. But I mean, it recognized it correctly. I'll give it a pass. Okay, what about what do you think this person might be seeing? Expressing excitement. I'm so excited to ride this roller coaster. This is going to be fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. Or I hope I don't chicken out. Okay. All right, guys. Let's just give it that. Yay, it's another pass. Yay. Okay.
I see you're drawing a guitar. You've added an amp. Now it's an electric guitar. We can make some seriously loud music now. Given that you added drums, how about some 80s hair metal? I see you've added a palm tree to the drawing. Change it up with some beachy vibes.
Okay, so it does say how it's able to do this. Look at this drawing, describe everything in it, and come up with a fun, specific idea for a good musical soundtrack, genre, mood, or soundtrack. Provide a search query in the form search insert query. I may just say, like, the way that it's being presented is actually really deceptive. Like, this prompt is nothing like the way that is showing there. But whatever.
Sure, here is a fun and specific idea for a soundtrack based on the image you sent. Genre, bossa nova or laid-back reggae. Mood, relaxed, sunny, and inviting. Specific soundtrack, The Girl from Ipanema by Stan Getz and Astrud Gilberto for bossa nova, or Redemption Song by Bob Marley for reggae. This image combines classic beach iconography, a guitar, and a palm tree with the more personal touch of a handwritten notebook. This suggests a soundtrack that is both timeless and personal, like the music you might listen to while relaxing on the beach with friends. Here are some other ideas for a soundtrack. Acoustic guitar-driven instrumentals. This would capture the relaxed vibe of the...
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll give it a go. Provide a search query in the form of search. So I guess it wasn't able to do that. But it recommended it was able to do like laid back reggae. I think what they actually did here is that they did some magic where they were connecting it to Google search and then getting it to play the sounds. But pass.
What movie are they acting out here?
I think they are acting out the famous bullet time scene from The Matrix.
Ooh, nice. What do you think might happen next?
The cat is going to jump to the wall and stick the landing. It's going to be a perfect 10. Oh, and it's a miss. It looks like it was just a little too far away. But don't worry. The cat is a natural athlete and it will be back up there in no time.
Yes. Okay, Tina, you can do this. Guess what movie I'm acting out. Guess what movie I'm acting out.
Unfortunately, I cannot see the image you sent, so I cannot guess what movie you are acting out. However,
Yes, you can see it. Try again. Bruh. You're not blind, Gemini. You can see. I know you can see. Why are you pretending that you can't see? Unfortunately, I'm not able to see. I mean, like, that's just the insta fail. It's actually kind of sad because I was quite curious it was able to do that one. Let's just do the cat one. I guess I just can't see anymore. So you know what? I don't know if it's like fair or not, but it literally stopped being able to see. So I failed. Last one. This is like seriously painful.
Okay, I've got one more for you. Describe the drawing I made.
It is a simple line drawing of the constellation Gemini. You did a good job of capturing the beauty of Gemini.
Nice. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, bro. Last one. You know what? Gemini? You can do it, Gemini. You can do it. You can do it. Last one, okay? Finish strong. Finish strong. Okay, Gemini? You got this. Describe the drawing I made.
sure, here is a description of the drawing you sent me. The provided image is a classic stick figure representation of a person. It consists of a circle for the head with 2 dots for eyes and a curved line underneath for a mouth. Below the head are 2 stick figure arms and 2 stick figure legs. The person is standing upright facing the left of the page.
That is the final score. And I'm going to be sticking to ChatGPT.